Hello, welcome to another reformer video. This is my friend Rebecca. My name is Melanie. We're going to do a jump board interval class today. So what that means is we're going to do bits of cardio on the jump board interspersed with more classic reformer stuff. So it's going to be a full body workout with a little cardio, and let's get started. So this is a Balanced Body IQ reformer. We're going to go on 3 red springs and 1 blue springs. I forgot about color for a minute. So 3 heavy, 1 light. We're just going to warm up doing some leg presses. So arms will be long by your sides, feet as wide as your hips. If you can, try to get your heels down on the board. We're just going to begin pressing away and extending long. So really trying to make sure those knees stay in line with your hips. And this is going to feel really basic and warm-up-y, but before we start jumping and articulating through the feet, it's really important that we warm up the legs and the feet to make sure we're prepared for that. So bear with us for a minute. We're just going to warm up, really pressing away, extending long, controlling the carriage as you come all the way back in. Good, ribs are down, exhaling as you press, inhaling as you come back in. Good. Next time you press away, you're going to keep the legs straight. Raise the heels so you're up on the balls of your feet. Lower the heels down, bend the knees, bring the carriage home slowly with control. Press away, lift the heels up, lower the heels down, and bring the carriage back in, bending the knees. Let's go for 4 more. Try to peel the heels up in slow motion. Good. As much as you can, trying to bring full contact with your feet. If you've got really tight tendons in the back, that may be hard. Do the best you can. Good. Let's go for 2 more while we're here. And last one. Lift the heels. We're going to stay here. Lift and lower the heels. Let's go for 8, 7. Try to keep even pressure through the big toes, through the little toes. 5. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the heels, bend the knees, bring it all the way home, close the stopper, and we're going to roll up to sitting, switch to 1 red spring. We're going to move on to jumping next. So, getting on that single heavy spring, bring your head back down to the headrest. Headrest can be up or down. We're going to place our feet hip distance apart on that jump board one more time. Arms will be long by your sides. We're just going to begin with a gentle jump. So, jumping away, extending the legs. We're going to try to land as softly as possible, rolling from the toes to the balls of the feet down to the heels. So you really want that articulation through the feet each time you land. Feet will stay hip distance apart for now. Good. Legs will be in parallel, so knees are going to stay facing the ceiling. Good. Nice soft landing, rolling through the feet each time, really trying to get those heels to plant as best as you can. Good, let's go for 3, 2, 1. Good, we're going to keep jumping. This time, if you'd like to curl up with the head, neck, and chest for a little bit of abdominal challenge, you're going to bring the tippy ends of your shoulder blades up off the mat. Big breath in, exhale, you're going to jump away, extend the legs long, bring it back in. Good. Nice. If this is too much for you at any point, you can rest the head, neck, and shoulders down, but if you'd like that abdominal challenge, make sure that you're zipping the abs in and up. Okay, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, hold the curl. Now we're gonna jump away, land with the feet separated. Jump away, land with the feet together, bringing the legs together. Good. Jump away, feet separate and land. Jump away, feet together and land with the feet together. Good. Making sure that belly button zipped in and up. Good. So think about squeezing a $100 bill between your thighs every time those legs come together. Really getting that inner thigh work here. Of course, you're getting core. Of course, you're getting feet and lower legs. Let's go for 4. And switch. 3, and switch, 2, and switch. Very nice, very precise. Last one, and switch. Good. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders for 1 second. If you need to scoot away from those shoulder blocks just for a minute to give yourself more room to work, we're gonna go for a little bit of a scissor switch jump now. So what you're gonna do is take your right leg up to 90 degrees. You're gonna find a curl with your head, neck, and chest. Good. You're gonna jump up. Good. Just start with a single leg jump for now. Extending that left leg long. Exactly. If you want to support your head with your hands, feel free. Good. 2 more here, and then we're going to switch legs and jump off of that right leg. Good. Bring that right leg down to the board. Good. Left leg stays extended up to 90. Good. A little more curl. Find those tippy bits of your shoulder blades. Good. Extending that left leg super straight, pulling up on that knee. 2 more. Good. Now what we're going to do is scissor switch the legs in the air, land on the opposite foot. Good. Switch and land on the right foot. Switch, land on the left foot. Switch, land on the right foot. We're going to go for 8. And switch. 7. And switch. 5. And switch. Good. Keep those abs pulled in. Switch. Good. Keep it going. Still breathing. Make sure you're using your breath here. 2. Oh, that's the right count. I lost count. And last one. All right. Hug those knees into your chest. Take a breather. Rest your head down. Rock your hips side to side. You're going to roll up. Add 1 blue spring. We're going to go for little hands and straps. So now we're going to pause on the cardio. We're going to move into a little bit of strength building. So lie your head back down on the headrest. Grab those straps into your palms. Legs will come up into tabletop. You're welcome. And you're going to extend your arms long over your shoulders. So your knees will be bent right over your hips. Your heels will be right in line with your knees. Collarbone goes wide. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale. Press the palms down toward your hips. Bring it back in. Good. You're going to keep pressing those arms down. Rib cages down. Exhale every time you press. And if you want more of that ab challenge, you can curl up with the head, neck, and shoulders and roll it back down, or curl up with the head, neck, and shoulders and keep it there. Good. For more ab challenge, you can also extend one leg every time the arms press down, or extend both legs and hold them there as the arms press down. All options. None of them is right. Just things to try. Good. 3 more. Last 2. And 1. Hold the curl. Anchor the elbows down to the bed. We're going to go for tricep extensions, bringing those elbows tight to the rib cage. You're going to bend and extend those arms. A little deeper curl. Bring it up, up, up. Heels in line with your knees. Lift them up just a little bit. There you go. Let's go for 5. And 4. Last 3. 2. And 1. Rest the head down. Take a moment. Inch away from the shoulder blocks. 1 more inch. Good. Now we're going to go for tricep extensions, but instead of in parallel, you're going to bring the arms out to the side. So close. Bring the arms up over your shoulders. Good. Legs in tabletop. Good. Press the palms down. Curl it up with the head, neck, and shoulders if you like, or keep them down. Now you're going to make your palms face forward a little bit. So you're going to bring the arms out to like almost a W. Elbows stay down. Exhale. Press them in toward your hips. There you go. Just it's a little bit of a different part of your triceps here. Instead of that totally parallel version, we're on a little bit of a rotational kind of version. Good. Let's go for 5 more. Bring the heels just an inch higher. Squeeze through the inner thighs. Good. Final 2. And 1. Very nice. Flip the palms to face down. Draw the arms up over your shoulders. Good. Press the palms down toward your hips. You're going to keep the head down for now. You're going to hover an inch above the mat. Draw small circles about the size of a salad plate. Let's go for 10. 9. Really getting all those muscles that support your shoulder blade. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Reverse directions. Let's go for 10. 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest the arms, bring them up, release the straps, place them down by your sides. Rolling up, we're going to switch back to that single red spring and move into some more jumping. So take off that light spring, that blue spring, one red or one heavy, lie back down. Head is down on the shoulder, on the headrest for now. We're going to start now in a turned out position. So you're going to be in Pilates V, heels together, toes apart, not super wide, just a little baby turnout. We're going to take a big breath in, arms will be long by your sides. Exhale, you're going to extend the legs straight and turn out as you jump. Squeezing the inner thighs together, land softly, toes, heels, toes, balls, heels rather. Knees separate each time you land. Good. So Rebecca's doing an excellent job of finding that extension, that stretch every time she jumps. You want to make sure you're rolling from your toes to the balls of the heels to the heels. Good. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, holding the core. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now what we're going to do, each time we jump, we're going to cross the heels, beat, beat, come back to center and land. Exactly. Rebecca's been to ballet class 1,000 times. She knows what I'm talking about. For those of you who may not be so comfortable, what we're going to do is jump straight out with the feet like this, cross one heel in front, switch the legs, land with the heels together. So you're almost crossing the heels in front of each other. If you feel like the timing for that is very doable, you can add more beats. What you want to think of, I know, I'm starting to get a little ahead of myself here, but what you want to think about doing is almost beating the thighs, crossing at the thighs rather than the heels, because sometimes that can end up going like this. You need a break? Yeah. Okay. We'll wrap this up. I'm getting too long-winded. We'll do 2 more. Nice. Very, very good control. All right, bring it in. Hug your knees into your chest and take a breather. Big breath in, exhale. Release. And we'll move on in just a sec. All right, so we've got one more exercise in turnout. So Rebecca's going to come to like a second position in ballet. So that's feet to the outer edges of the jump board, knees rotated to the side through the hips. You're actually going to extend the right leg out off of the board, out to the side. What we're going to do is we're going to jump off of that left leg, extend both legs, land on the opposite leg, extend it out to the side. So think about it skimming the side of the board. So less in front of this wall, more toward the side of that jump board. Yeah, exactly. So we're zipping those inner thighs together, still on that turnout. It's almost like a Peter Pan for those of you who have seen or performed in that theater production. Sort of one leg bent, one leg straight. And think about both hip bones being super even on the mat or on the bed. Lots of core here. Good. One more and pause. Good. Next time we jump, if that felt doable, what you're going to try to do is bend the knees, bring the toes together, and extend the opposite leg. Exactly. Good. This is almost a flavor of pas de chat, like in ballet, where you bring both knees in, or both toes in, knees go wide. Really nice, Rebecca. And if that feels like that's too much choreography for you, just go with that straight leg extension in the middle. That's totally fine. This is all still hard work. Good. Let's go for 3 more sets. And extend. Last 2. Good. Really bend those knees if you can. And 1. Last one. Good. All right, rest. Good. Hug those knees in toward your chest one more time. You can place your feet back on the outer edges of the jump board. What we're going to do is windshield wiper those knees side to side. So really let your hip fall over to the side. Release through those hip flexors. Good. We're going to roll up to sitting and place that blue spring back on. So we're going to be on 1 red, 1 blue. Good. Come back down to lying down on your machine. Head will be on the headrest. You're going to grab those straps down by your sides and place them into the arches of the footbar. Good. Both legs will extend up to 90 degrees. We're going to start in that Pilates V position one more time. So heels together, toes apart, rotating outward through the hips. Make sure your tailbone is nice and heavy on the mat. Ribs stay down as you press down to 45. Inhale, lower it back up. Good. So a little more rotation through the thighs. Yep, we're going in a Pilates V turnout today. We're going to keep the theme from our last jump board situation. Good. Let's go for 4. Last 3. 2. And 1. Good. Press it back out to 45 in that turnout. Heels together, toes apart. You're going to bend the knees, bring the heels in toward your pelvis. Exhale, extend to 45. Good. Toes can be, your feet can be flexed out or pointed. This is feeling doable. You want a little more ab challenge. You can lower the legs if you want, or keep them right where they are. Good. We've got 4. Last 3. Final 2. And 1. Good. Now we're going to go into frog circles. Bend the knees, bring the heels in toward your pelvis, extend straight up to 90 degrees, still on that turnout, lower down to 45, drawing that nice mobile circle. Should feel really, really nice. Hopefully you're getting a little stretch through the hamstrings. Good. A little bit of mobility through the hip. Good. Let's do 3 more. Last 2. And 1. Good. Now we reverse directions. Bend the knees in. I know keeping the heels together is the hardest part. Extend up. Keep the heels planted together. Bend the knees and press out to 45 or a little bit lower. Good. One more time. Push. Good. And back up. You've got 4. Think about that dollar bill squeezed between your heels. You're gonna $100 bill. Yeah. Maybe you wouldn't keep them squeezed together for $1, but I might. 2 more. Keeping that rotation through the thighs. Last 1. Good. Back up to 90 degrees. We're going to go for leg circles, but this time in turnout. So normally with me, you do them in parallel, but we're going to keep that Pilates V, heels together, toes apart. Open the legs up at the top. Keep that turnout as you press the legs down, around, and up. Exactly. Every time you come back up, you're going to maintain that turnout. Good. Pressing out, down, and around. Good. Turn out as you meet. Turn out, turn out, turn out. Beautiful. Really nice. 2 more. And last one. Good. Keeping that turnout. Now we're going to open up at the bottom, all the way up. Keeping that Pilates V as you press out and down. Good. We're going for 8. This is 6. Make sure you're still breathing. Exhale as you extend. Or push through the straps. 4 more. This feels like a nice little respite from jumping. Last 2, keeping the turnout. And 1. Good. Soles of the feet together. Bend the knees. Butterfly stretch. Knees go wide. You're going to hold on to the ropes just to let your legs totally relax. Stretch through the hips and inner thighs. Big breath in. Exhale. Good. Let's get those straps off. We're going to come to kneeling next. But before that, we're going to switch back to that blue spring. Actually, I'm sorry. We're going to switch to 1 blue. Good. What we're going to do is come to facing your shoulder blocks. So we're going to wrap our hands around the shoulder blocks. We're going to be on our forearms. What's really important is I would like to see your shoulders over your elbows and your hands wrapped around these blocks. What we're going to do is we're going to be resting on your knees to begin. You're going to extend one leg up. You're going to place one foot onto the jump board behind you. Doesn't matter which one. And we're gonna keep our torso super stable. Gaze is down on the mat below you. We're just gonna jump off of that jump board. Good, extending the leg straight back behind you. So it's really important that you extend that leg long. You really wanna keep that hip nice and square. So you're gonna wrap that working leg's hip down toward the mat. We're not gonna live here, just doing 8 of each. We've got 4 more. And Rebecca's doing a great job of keeping that hip in line with the heel. Last 2. And 1. Good. Next time you jump, you're going to pulse the leg straight up. So you're going to jump straight, pulse it up just an inch and back, or a few inches, whatever is good. This is 6. Getting lots of glutes, lots of hamstrings. 4. 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. Bring it back in. Now we're going to turn to that external rotation, that turnout. Same thing. We're going to jump, extend the leg long behind us, but we're going to keep that external rotation so the knee is facing toward the side. How's that sprint feel, Rebecca? Is that a good amount?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, good. Good. 2. 1. Good. Next time you jump, you're going to extend, pulse the leg back behind you in that turnout. So the knee is facing the side. Good. Jump and pulse. Land in that turnout. Make sure you're rotating through the hip. Good. This is 3. Last 2. Really nice job. Bring it back home and we're going to switch to the other side. So steady yourself. Make sure that knee is right under the opposite hip. You're going to now start in parallel. So knee facing down, opposite foot on the jump board. We're going to just jump straight out and bring it back in. You're really working hard to stabilize your core here so that as you jump, you're not shaking back and forth. Rebecca's doing a really solid job of keeping herself steadied. We've got 3 more in this parallel position. After these last 2, we're now going to take a tiny pulse up behind you, keeping that knee facing directly down. So if you feel like to get a lot of range, you're starting to rotate out through the hip, really don't worry about the range. We're going to keep that hip wrapped down, everything super parallel. We've got 2 more. And 1. Good. Bring it back home. We're going to find that external rotation, knee out to the side. You doing okay? Mm-hmm. Good. Bring the carriage in a little bit. Start with more of a bend. Good. We're going to jump and extend. I lost my English for a minute. Good. We've got 8 in total. This is 6. 5. Still breathing. 4. Make sure you're still rotating through that hip. Knee is rotated out to the side. Good. Last 2. 1. After this last one, we jump, still in turnout. Pulse up behind you. Good. Straighten that leg. Get that foot right under your hip before you land. Really good job. Good. We've got 5. Last 4. We're almost done with our cardio. Last 2. And 1. Excellent job. Bring it home. Bring both knees down to that bed. Bring yourself into a child's pose wherever you comfortably can. Lower your hips down to your heels. Extend your arms forward. Give yourself a big breather. 1 deep breath in. Exhale. 1 more time. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Bring your left hand on top of your right hand. Good. Press into a little side stretch here. Deep breath. Exhale. Good. Switch sides. Left arm back to the side, right arm on top, avoiding the shoulder block as best as you can. Find that side stretch. Exhale. Good. Rolling up to sitting. We're actually going to finish up with a little hamstring stretch, but we're going to put the feet back in the strap. So we're going to switch positions once more, but I promise it'll feel good. So lie back down, head on the headrest. You can leave that single blue spring on, that's fine. You're going to grab the straps, place both onto, one onto each arch of the foot rather. And what we're going to do is just stretch out those hamstrings. So make sure your heels are right over your hips. You're at a true 90 degrees or wherever, the closest you can get to that. Flex the toes. Make sure your heels are aligned right over those hips and your tailbone is not peeling up off the mat. Give a little bit of pressure into those ropes. Really trying to keep the heels aligned right over. Really flexing here. Good. Big breath in. Exhale. Good. Now if you want to pull them in a little bit, you can let your tailbone peel off. Sometimes that can feel really nice to break the rules a little bit. Explore a little bit more range. Good. Good. Yeah, rock the hips side to side, explore, see what feels good here. Good. And now we're going to go into Peter Pan the stretch. So you're going to bring one foot in and down toward your pelvis, bend the knee, other leg goes out to the side. Make sure you're holding onto that rope so you have a little support, you're not falling over to the side. You can give a little bit of a pull, feel that nice deep stretch. Very nice. Bring that heel in toward your center, switch sides. Left leg goes out to the side. Hold on to that rope for support. Sorry, I'm good.
Actually, I'm nowhere close to kicking.
I'm a toddler. It's not the first time I've been kicked in the face today, so you're good. Big breath in, exhale. Try to let those inner thighs relax and release here. Good. Both legs up to 90. If you want to take a full straddle now, both legs are going to extend straight up and out. If that feels crazy to you, just take a butterfly. That's totally fine too. Good. One more big breath in. Good. Both legs up to 90 degrees. Take the straps off of the arches of your feet. And you are all set. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thank you everybody at home for working out with us today. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment about what you want to see, and hopefully we'll see you around soon. We have a lot more jump board and general reformer workouts coming.